Just now you hear Professor Tsai, he talk about labiotic is very good from your gut health. So the COVID virus will not attack your nasal cavity so quickly. Is this bit okay? So today there's a very important concept. If there's exam, then I will have this test. So remember, you must. This is a COVID-19, the structure. There's this S protein, the spike protein. It's actually a spiking out. So what is this protein? So all the vaccine itself, to let your body know about what is this S protein, to treat it as an immune cell, like a white blood cell, like your macrophages. So know who to attack, which is this S protein. Why you need to attack this S protein, this virus? This virus, in order to attack your body cell, they need a key, is to unlock when you go home. You take out your keys, then you open your door, just like this photo. Okay, you put the key, then you unlock, you can go into your house. So same thing in our body. This COVID-19, this coronavirus, how it go into your cells. This S protein is this key. The door, the hole, is this ACE2.
Okay, 每一个人身上都有。
We have this ACE2 is a lot, especially in our respiratory tract. So just now, Professor Tsai actually mentioned your gut system is actually connected to the various organ. And then what is the closest connection? Your gut health actually has the closest connection. Which organ? That's your respiratory tract system. Professor actually mentioned very important. I'm not too sure you are actually listening carefully. If not, I want to hit your buttock. Your gut system. Which part? The bacteria, is it on the small intestine or large intestine? Most of the bacteria is in your large intestine, not in your small intestine. First thing is that the bacteria actually lies in your large intestine. TCM concept, TCM knowledge. So I actually expert in TCM and Western medicine. So I need to share my expertise. In TCM, your large intestine is actually connected to our lung meridian, the respiratory. These two meridians are paired together. In Western medication, colon cancer is the word for both male and female. This is one of the top cancer.
Colon cancer.
That is in male is the top cancer is colon cancer. When I was in university, in colon cancer in Taiwan, it's not a main thing. But in this short 30 years, colon cancer in Taiwan, it is the top cancer among male and female. Colon cancer, if you did not control it, and you may actually mutate. The first mutation, the organ that it will go is actually the lung. In Western medication, they may have not this concept because large intestine is at the bottom, the lung is on upper body. So why from colon cancer it actually mutate to the lung organ? In Western medication, there's not much of explanation. In TCM, few thousand years ago, your colon, your large intestines actually is paired together with the lung meridian. That's why you have to take labiotic every day. Why labiotic can reduce the chances of getting COVID. And even you have COVID, your symptoms is also not so obvious. And it's also you reduce the chances of getting long COVID. So every day you need to supplement labiotic plus. And I want to emphasize when this ACE2, the key, for the COVID virus to enter into your body. In Taiwan, a lot of people have COVID. Besides sore throat, cough, the first thing they see is diarrhea. This statistics among is very common in the world. Even long COVID, they also have these symptoms. So from this angle, we like to take a look. The vaccine that we have is to let your body know about this S protein and to break it down and to destroy it. In Singapore or in other countries like Japan, Malaysia, Philippines, whether they have these symptoms. Some people, you want to park your car in front of the house and actually very unhappy. I take the super glue. So actually squeeze it into the door, the key. Yes, then with your door key, you can't even open it, the knob. Yeah, because the doorknob is actually filled with the super glue. If the key is being glued onto something, it changes the structure. So can it go into the door, the hole? No. So this is our strategy. So what kind of strategy? How to use TCM herbal essential oil to prevent COVID? So please listen carefully. Because I need to give you an exam, a test. Avita, especially our Phenoso Magnolia, our Forsythia, and a Pan, and Hinoki, have actually had all these powerful TCM herbs. We know about Phenoso in our Phenoso Magnolia. You want to know? After that lessons, you can come to consult me. And all these molecules, in Magnolia, in Forsythia, Napan, the ingredient in this TCM herbal oil, according to the scientists, it's actually, they can actually bind the S protein. They can actually bind the S protein and or actually bind the ACE2, so reduce the binding. So of course can reduce the virus of the quantity of the COVID virus. And even you get in contact with the COVID virus, but to go into the mucus, into your body is not so easy. But once the door and the key is actually destroyed, there's many viruses to go into your body. Maybe only left 10 or 100 of this virus. So the chances of you getting COVID will be much reduced, or symptoms will be much reduced. So please remember, you can reduce the chances of getting COVID or reduce the symptom of COVID-19. Because COVID-19 is so serious, because it's a totally new virus strand. We do not know human, we do not know about this virus. Our body do not know how to define it. Not that our scientists is no good, our medicine is no good, because it's too new. God actually created our body, but and this virus keep mutating, so we are not familiar with this new bacterial strand, virus strand. magnolia, forsythia, and also Nepenthe. Yeah, all these essential oil can actually block the receptor, and then all these are natural, can bind the protein. I can show all of you something. This is my mask. You see in the mask, there's actually a bright spot. You turn it around. There's a metal structure. There's actually a cotton area. We actually put our essential oil. This Phenoso Magnolia, I actually drip a few drops inside when I wear the mask. Then I can have this protection from Phenoso Magnolia. Yeah, it's a very good way to prevent COVID. I'm not sure you have. You have this mask in Taiwan. It's very popular. So you can actually apply Phenoso Magnolia on your Ying point, acupressure point, especially we are meeting many people. Yeah, also Nepenthe, and also forsythia. And please use more of the TCM herbal essential oil. The second thing that is very, very important, I hope all of you can remember. Okay, Kexiang, you will also be tested on that. Basically, it's anti-inflammation. Anti-inflammation. This is very important. Important things we keep repeat it at least for 3 times. It's anti-inflammation. What is the purpose of anti-inflammation? When you actually contacted certain virus, you have metabolic syndrome issues mentioned by Professor Chai just now. You take a lot of unhealthy stuff like hamburger, high fats food, the toxin, yeah, LPS, or all this toxin, you will actually cause your cells to be inflamed. Yeah, when muscle inflamed, you have diabetics and brain inflammation. Then they have dementia, Parkinson's disease. So it involves all kinds of disease because it's actually infection from virus or metabolic syndrome. All this is related to inflammation. The source of all diseases is inflammation. You can use Avita product, Salava, Selagen, Labatic Plus. It can help you to reduce inflammation, and all these molecules of the TCM herbal oil can help in reducing inflammation directly. Unfortunately, if you actually contacted COVID or you have long COVID, so most important is inflammation. It's different degree of inflammation. You have higher inflammation factor, then you have more symptoms. Your immune system can actually defend COVID, but didn't left some of this virus in your body. It will produce what we call long COVID. So your body is in a chronic inflammation state. So let's say you have COVID and you're recovering from COVID, you're always very tired because your body is in a state of inflammation. So all these molecules of the Avita TCM herbal oil can reduce inflammation. It's the best defense for COVID. If you use this TCM herbal oil constantly, you can inhale this essential oil, you can actually reduce the chances of inflammation. Unfortunately, if you actually got COVID, so how you help someone? How can you help yourself or family, your relative or friends? So is it COVID is towards the end already? My answer is no. COVID, from the source of the disease angle, from 2019 till now, it persisted for about 3 years. These 3 years, okay, from actually the China Wuhan virus, yeah, from Alpha, Delta, Omicron, BA2, BA5, etc. So every country has its different episode, different wave. And in Singapore, another new wave. In Taiwan also, another new wave. The very important point, you don't think that COVID is towards the end stage? To me, it's a new phase, the beginning of a new phase. The end of an old era and a new phase. Because this virus actually mutated. It became a super virus. And until now, we don't have an effective vaccine or medication to prevent or treat COVID. We can only survive, reduce the symptoms. Why is it the symptoms is less? This is a mutation of the virus. Humans have been actually fighting with virus. We have never win. Polar, yeah. Nowadays, we do not actually have this vaccine for polar. But the brother of a polar is actually monkeypox. That is the good friend or cousin of polar is actually monkeypox. Smallpox. So you can really reduce the effectiveness and reduce the extensive of the virus. Then you can actually reduce infecting another person. The COVID virus is very smart. To me, I'm a bit more pessimistic. The COVID virus is smarter now. So don't think that COVID is gone. Yeah, you can say farewell, bye-bye to COVID. When I tell you, I'm still here. Don't forget about me. It's like I'm still here. Next year, I will come and look for you again. So now, every year, you may have to have a COVID vaccine, the jab. So if you have COVID, how to reduce the symptoms? From a TCM perspective, when you have COVID, there's two kinds of symptoms. There's two different types. So we say the body is on the colder constitution, one is on a hotter constitution. You're scared of cold, yeah, you have diarrhea, you have poor appetite, you have running nose, and someone has COVID, you get tired easily. Their body constitution is on the colder side. Then the other one is very sore throat, you have a fever, you have a nose block, you have phlegm. This is actually to your body constitution is on a heaty side. Yeah, sore throat, you are tired. Yeah, you breathe very quickly. You have diarrhea. You have no appetite. Then you have a body ache. There's actually dampness. There's actually cold in your body. So cough and tiredness. Yeah, you breathe quickly. You have diarrhea. No appetite. You have body ache. Please use more Huoxiang and Furnace Magnolia. If you have sore throat, you have a fever, you have a cough, you're more on the heaty side, please use Furnace Magnolia. This is a very easy way to differentiate the different symptoms. You use different TCM herbal oil. Please take a screenshot of this so you can remember.
看不懂 Chinese 可以问别人，问可笑。
You cannot actually read Chinese. You can ask someone who knows it. the next slide. Okay, teach you how to look at, don't put our tongue out. Yeah, observe the tongue. If it's dark red color, yeah, it's actually blood stagnant. If it's very white, that's insufficient blood circulation. So for different body situation, you can use different TCM oil. For those with dark red or purplish, you can use masculine or angelica. So everyone body constitution is different, so you can use more masculine. If you have purplish dark color on your tongue, you use masculine. If your tongue, the color is more towards white, yeah, there's insufficient blood circulation and qi, you can use masculine and hinoki plus vitamin meridian. These three you mix together. What's the ratio? The ratio of 1:1:1. Okay, masculine, hinoki and vitamin meridian. So for red, if the tongue is very red, can you use a Phenoso magnolia?
So this is for normal people. So let's say if you have COVID-19 and your tongue turned pale, what do you use? You use magnolia. If it's towards red, what do you use? You use huoxiang and magnolia. So COVID, if your tongue is towards the red or even yellowish, please use huoxiang or magnolia. Okay. So if it's a more pale color or white, you just use a magnolia. That's enough. Okay. Okay. You get it? Okay. Let's look at next slide. So COVID has different pulmonary or lung syndromes. So that's fever and continuous and persistent cough and a loss of smell scent. And I heard one associate said that someone has convicted with COVID, infected with COVID, and thus is not able to have taste sense. And this is more towards the lung syndrome. And so you have to actually deal with your lung and large intestine. And also for those with rashes, and if you have diarrhea and you get tired, and please use. So we should scrape stomach and spleen meridian. So that's clear. So if you're not sure, you can ask other associates. So I think this is not difficult. So let me tell you something that's that is easy to differentiate. If it's fever, if you loss of taste and smell sense, and skin rashes, these are very important. Fever and loss of taste and smell scent and skin rashes. Please squash out your large intestine and lung intestine meridian. Sorry, and if it's like diarrhea or fatigue or persistent cough, you should deal with your spleen meridian. So you know which meridian. So use this 1, 2, 3, 4 meridian should be scraped, and based on the certain symptom, you may strengthen. You may actually do. You may let's say if your symptoms are more prone towards lung syndrome, then you should gua sha more lung meridian, and if it's like more towards the stomach and abdominal condition, you will square more of a spleen meridian. So there are many meridian we can actually work on. So I just teach you that you can just do it in practice. So you can press the point, and you can do gua sha. The first Du Mai and bladder meridian. Where's your Du Mai? Where's Du Mai is actually the midline at the back. Bladder meridian are actually on both sides of Du Mai. And pericardium meridian is actually midline along our arm. So just remember. And lung meridian, where's lung meridian? Let's start from here, the shoulder, and then it come down to our thumb. And stomach meridian, where is it? It's the outer part of your leg. And how about spleen meridian? Spleen meridian is actually at the inner part of your legs. Large intestine meridian, where is it? Large intestine meridian. Let's do it together with me.
Handsome guy. 哦，来，你的食指
And
index
use your index finger from here, and you go up this way.
到隔壁的鼻子旁边，再一次。
And it come to the side of the nose. So your index finger at the tip, you just do this directly. So it's very easy. Just come up. And at the side of the nose. So it actually take care of the nose. This is large intestine meridian. So the last one is Danzhong. Where's Danzhong? It's actually slightly above the heart. So that's for guys, it's the midpoint between two nipples. So this actually on your chest bone. And or you can just rub from the top to and come down. Normally, if such thing happen, I'll get very upset. Let's wait a little while. So I think I didn't operate the control properly. Danzhong is here from your sternum. You just rub downwards and you press a few points. It's actually very painful. So the most painful point is actually it's blocked. It means it's blocked. So this is on the sternum, and this meridian is actually very important. It controls your heart and your lung. So if you have any point that are painful, you should actually rub using Financial Magnolia to rub and spread. Thank you. So let's look at 督脉. From your upper lips, it go through your nose. Remember, it actually go through our nose. And this meridian, if this meridian is healthy, you would not, pathogen would not be able to go into your body so easily. So it actually go to the back and all the way down to your tailbone. So the last part of your vertebrae. And you just gently scrape downwards. And you can start from the hairline and just scrape gently. When you are infected COVID, you might have a fever. There's a very important acupoint. It's here, which is a 大椎 acupoint. 大椎 acupoint is very important. It can actually help you to reduce fever. So it's about where your collar is. So you just need to scrape along this line. Normally, you would be able to lower your fever. You can use magnolia and scrape, apply directly and massage. This is very important. So we talk about 督脉 just now, and 2 fingers away from 督脉 is where our bladder meridian, and bladder meridian is very, very important. So leaders, you must teach your team. This is very important meridian. I'm not sure, have you watched Doraemon cartoon? I love this cartoon since young. Doraemon now is very old, and Doraemon has a prop called a door, um, a wish door that, you know, when you open that door, wherever you want to go, you will reach that destination. So our body, our lung, heart, spleen, and all these internal organ has got this wish door that's at the back that is actually along the bladder meridian. So when you scrape bladder meridian, it can actually open up all the internal organ and to actually detox, to clear all the toxins from this into this organ, and to inject the energy and the nutrient into your internal organ, so that so you should scrape this meridian. So, and we want to bring in good energy to the organ. So what do? How do we do it? We have to use all this essential oil. Any of this essential oil can be used. And when you do not have essential oil, at least you should apply Vitamin Meridian, and you use your gua sha board and just do it in a parallel manner. And it's able to clear, discharge all the toxin and to nourish your internal organ. So Yu Mai and bladder meridian, after you have done the gua sha, the scraping, the symptom will be alleviated by at least 70%. So you will feel better. So this is very important. So now that's a very important point, acupoint, that is our hand tai yin lung meridian. COVID primarily target at our respiratory system, and respiratory system, the most important meridian for respiratory system is lung meridian. So let's invite Ke Xiang to be my model, so I can show you lung meridian from here. Go all the way. You this the upper portion of this dental area, and then it move along to your wrist, where your pulse, you can feel your pulse moving, and then all the way to the tip, the side of the fingertip of your thumb. Yeah. So I want to remind all of you, besides the at the back, we have this wish door, and another wish door is actually at this dental area. It doesn't matter what point is it. So in Chinese, it's actually 中府 acupoint is actually at this dental point of our shoulder. So this is, and this pulse side is very important. And another one is the tip, is the side of the fingertip is very important. So these few points are very important. So let me demonstrate. So just gently do scrape upward, and then this is very important. You do scrape it this way. So let's say if you're infected with COVID, unfortunately you're infected, maybe yesterday, let's say yesterday you have the symptoms, so today you feel sore throat, and so now you are actually in an acute period. So you're at an acute stage. So during acute stage, we will scrape in a reverse manner, and you do it fast. So let me repeat: if you have just been infected with COVID just 3 days, in these 3 days, please scrape in this reverse direction. So this is actually to clear the inflammation internally. This is very important. Okay, no questions? Okay, let me test you. So unfortunately, if you get infected with COVID, so acute stage, what do you do? Okay, good. Fantastic. You're good students. So when I was young, teachers will give you a card. So when you collect 10 cards, you will get a lollipop. So this is This is the Zhongfu point that I talk about is actually the wish door that I mentioned. It is very important. Cough, as long as there's any symptom that's related to respiratory tract, whether it's a cough or allergy, it is very important.
那指责就是
指责 we
在手肘中间那里。
we talk it was actually in the middle, and when you cough, it is very good. Or when you feel shortness of breath, or you feel sore throat, and painful throat. And when we talk about the representative point of lung meridian, the most important acupoint for lung meridian is Tai Yuan acupoint. This is actually where the pulse site. Just press and feel whether it's actually moving. Yeah, this is actually a representative point for lung meridian. So during acute infection, this is very, very useful. So COVID, let's say unfortunately you got it, you have to keep pressing this point. So just press it throughout the day. So just rub it this way. So another very important point is Shao Shang point. Please do this. Follow me. Do this. So near you, the position just beside the fingertip. This is
少商。
This is 少商
OK，
at the fingertip, besides the fingertip. So 少商 point, please press. You feel a bit aching. It's very good for sore throat. So in the past, when we learn traditional Chinese medicine, when our sore throat, our throat is very sore, we have a swollen throat, we'll use a needle and we will actually prick this place, and so the blood will come out, and then it will actually help to alleviate the cough, the swollen throat. So this is actually very good for acute sore throat. So please remember that. So two hands. So our meridians are actually symmetrical. So you can press both sides. So this is very important. So I have mentioned this. Tiantu point is actually at the above our sternum. So it's very good for bronchitis or sore throat. So for Omicron, the BA1 and BA2 they are less likely to have infection on the lower respiratory tract, but BA4 and BA5 would actually attack your lower respiratory tract. So this is the current wave. I think Singapore's wave is actually quite similar to Taiwan. This is actually BA4, BA5 variant. So this point is very good. It's very good. This is actually above the sternum. So when you press, you feel mild aching, and you can use Phaneso magnolia to apply, and Forsythia detox to apply together, and Forsythia magnolia and Phaneso magnolia plus Forsythia detox 1:1 ratio. So if you have a respiratory infection, this is very effective way. 大椎 point I mentioned just now, it's to clear, to actually reduce our fever, to clear our fever. It's actually very good for fever. This point, I would recommend all of you, whether it's for children or elderly people, you can always do to massage or to scrape, and you have to actually rub till it's very hot. So so this is for prevention. Before they get, if there's no fever, you can do it as a prevention. But if you have COVID, you can use a scrape on this point. It can actually help to reduce the fever. And another method is, let's say if the fever has been persistent, and of course we have Western medicine like Panadol that we can actually take. It can help to relieve fever, but You can also use a towel and lukewarm water, and you just rub this area. So when it's dry, you just wet it again and just rub. Because when the water evaporate, it will actually bring out some of the heat. So in this way, it will actually help you to regulate your body temperature. So many times when we have fever, it is actually our body temperature regulation function is actually weakened. So this actually help us to restore our body temperature regulation function. So this point can actually help us to regulate and restore the temperature regulation function of our body. So if for those who are actually having persistent fever, you can use this, use magnolia plus forsythia detox, apply on it after absorption. If the fever still persists, you can scrape gently, or you can use a towel with lukewarm water and just apply on it, rub it, and then you take it away. When the water evaporates, it will actually help to restore the temperature regulation function of the body. So
5岁的时候，有一天半夜发高烧，我就
my son Joshua had a fever when he was 5 years old. I used this method to reduce his fever. That was actually very effective. So now I want to teach you a very important way of dealing with a spleen meridian. So what is it for? Do you remember the symptoms for spleen meridian? Yes, diarrhea. So COVID symptom, when you have a diarrhea or you feel bloated, stomach very bloated, or you have loose stool, keep going toilet, and another symptom is you're very tired. So spleen meridian symptom, the symptom of spleen meridian is you are very tired. So every morning if you wake up and you feel very tired, so this method will be very good. Spleen meridian will be very effective. So let's take a look. The first point is the big toe, the first toe, big toe, go all the way up, and then it will reach your rib cage. It, and then it will go into your heart, and there's another part, it will go into your oral cavity. So spleen meridian system that's weakened, you would feel that your mouth is like a sweetened, you feel a sweetened sensation, or saliva is sweetened. So so your spleen meridian is actually not too good. And for female, who's where your spleen meridian is not very good, you will have edema, you have swollen leg, swollen feet, and when you have your menstruation, you will feel uncomfortable. And the representative point of spleen meridian is Tai Bai. This is actually where your arch, the beginning of your arch. Let me show you mine.
在这个位置，
So it is at this
现在我按的
position.
位置，
So this is where I press. This is 足弓. This is
要
your
在这个地
arch,
方，拇指上来
your
以
foot
后
arch,
这个地
and
方叫做太白穴。
so this
OK，
is
它不
Tai
正
Bai point. This is
它
very
是皮
important.
筋最重要
This
的
is
一个
actually the
穴
most
位，
important
那个地方
acupressure
按的
point
很容易
for
痛。
spleen
我
meridian.
相信
So
这
when you
个
press,
很多
you
的
will
leader 都应
you
该清
find
楚
that it is
这
very
个太白穴
painful.
哦
So I think a
用
lot of
什么
leaders
精油
you know what
藿
essential
香
oil do we
非
use?
常
We use
好，
藿
那
香.
记
It's
得
very
要
good.
用藿
Remember,
香。
we must use
如
藿
果
香.
你很
So
容易累，
if you
你
get
就
tired
藿香
easily, you can
再
use 藿香
加上
plus
非凡或者
masculine
是天
or
葵。
angelica
好，
ardent.
你很容易累的时候，
If you are
经
very
期来很
tired
不舒服，很
easily,
容易
or
累
when you
的
have
时候，甚
menses,
至
you
你累
feel
到不想起
you
床，
feel
早
so
上你
tired
睡
that you
一觉
don't
不想
feel
起
like
床，
getting
就这
up.
样子
You
做，
know, in the
好
morning
吗？
you don't
这
feel
个
like
太
getting
白
up.
穴很重
Just
要。
apply
好，
the oil
还有一
onto
个
Tai Bai
小
point.
朋友胃
Another
口不
one
好，
is well,
你
for
得
young
了 COVID 以
children,
后
they
胃
have
口很不
poor
好， OK，
appetite. You
这
know,
个
especially
这
after
个穴
getting
位也很
COVID.
重要。
So
胃
this
口不好
point
的
is
小朋
very
友，
good.
这个穴
Yeah.
位，还
So
有小朋友发育
and
不好，
also
他
if the
没有
children
什
are
么
not
食欲，
developing
身
well,
体
they have
常
poor
常容易
appetite,
生病，
their body they always
这个
fall sick.
太白
So
穴很
this
重
Tai
要。
Bai point is
OK，
very
好，
important.
还有一个会让你
Another
很痛的穴位，
a very
好，
painful
在这里，
acupoint is here.
你的 膝盖下面靠近
below your kneecap, at the side of your bone, when you press, you feel a bit of ache. This is yin ling quan point. This is the bone,
小腿的骨头，
and this is your lower limb. At the turn, this is your yin ling quan point. So for our body, this is actually help to clear edema or body's swelling condition. So if this person get a urinary infection or poor sexual performance, this is actually very effective. And for digestive system, you may have a poor digestion, or you feel or enteritis or dysentery, and also gynecological diseases, for example, UTI, etc. So this point is very important. So a lot of female, they get infection. So this point is very good. And also the kneecap pain or inflammation or insomnia, it's very good. So do remember, if you have some ideas, spleen meridian basically are connected to all the gynecological diseases for female, and second is all our digestive system. Third is your mental alertness, whether you get insomnia easily, or you get tired easily, or you are very alert. So these are actually closely connected with spleen meridian. So the health of a spleen meridian is actually very important, especially for female. And have you seen, can you take a look at my hair? Do you notice something? Unfortunately, my hair is actually very little. Do you know why? I have first is because I actually burn my hair so that I have more wisdom. So that means when I lose more hair, I will have more IQ. So spleen meridian for people like me, I'm someone who always keep thinking. I always keep thinking about different things. So today, Miss Lee said that professor also have to progress. You know, that's really true, because every day I have to study. So, so I'm also Professor Chai's student, but I have a lot of stress. But I'm not as smart as him. For me, you know, I have to burn my hair in order to be intelligent. So I have to burn my hair to create all this information for you, all this knowledge for you. Thank you.
像我这种人，思考多的人，
For people like me, I have to think a lot. So my spleen meridian is not very good. People who always have insomnia, if you want to improve, you must deal with your spleen meridian. And if you don't want dementia, you have to treat your spleen meridian. This is very important. Another very special, unique acupoint is actually a very important acupoint on the stomach meridian. It used to clear phlegm.
谢谢。
This point can help us to remove phlegm.
OK， 好，我就请他好了。好，来，请坐一下，请坐一下。
So please get seated.
哎，不用，你坐的。
No need, just get seated.
来，我们来看一下。
Let's take a look.
就是你
Feng Long point is between your knee and your ankle. The midpoint, halfway. This point, if you press, this is our flesh. There's a lot of flesh. This is our Feng Long point. So just between our knee and our ankle, halfway, 4 fingers space, you just hit on it. What it is actually stomach meridian, so you use 火香. It's very important. If you have a hair dryer, You can use hair dryer to blow at it. So where is Ying point? Ying Quan point? It is here,
骨头 沿着骨头
below the bone, below the knee, and where you just touch your bone and where it turns, this is the Ying Quan point. So these 2 points are very important. Thank you.
那它对于
So
我们在这个穴位，它其
this
实对于
acupoint,
头很
it's
晕
very good for
然后呢
dizziness
你身体都浮肿，
and a swollen body or
高
bronchitis,
血压、
hypertension, or
cholesterol
high
胆固醇很
cholesterol.
高
Your cholesterol is high, your high triglyceride. The effect is very good. It actually deal with this 3 main symptom.
好，
So remember to press this point.
来
And
最后一个穴位大肠经，
this is large intestine meridian. Do you remember?
它从食指
It starts from our index finger. It go
到
up
手肘，
to our arm, and then it goes to
鼻子旁边。
the side of our nose. This is the very important
第一个穴位
meridian. The
就是
first
阳穴
acupoint is 山阳
我们有一位可以示范的人，就这个
山
地方，
阳 point. So it is here.
好吗？
So it's just beside the fingertip,
上到鼻子旁
and
边，
then it go all the way up to the nose. This is large intestine meridian.
大肠
So
经
my suggestion is that large intestine has meridian has a few very important points.
这
So
里大
let's
肠经的
bend
时候
our
这
arm.
里有一条
So
横纹线，
so here you will find a line,
横纹线的近
a
处，
fold line.
你就
So
把
at
目
the
标
side, at the
从
edge,
这个地方
from
来
this
往上
point, you scrape.
它的方向是这样子过来，
So the direction, you move along this direction.
这样子刮，
That will
刮
do.
上来
Just scrape this direction up to this point. That's enough. So this is large intestine meridian. So for yin xiang point, you just gently rub. Thank you.
那这些穴位比较
So all these acupressure points, a very important one is 合谷 point. I think most of us know 合谷. It's very good for headache. It's very effective. So during COVID, if you have headache, you should press your 合谷 point. This can actually improve some of the micro circulation in our brain. So a lot of destiny will be changed. And it's a very good pain relief point. And it's also a point for alleviating hypertension and also to calm us if you get panic or frightened easily. You can press the 合谷 point for both sides to press both sides and teach that person to the breathing method that I'm going to teach you later.
会帮助他
So
把
that will actually help the person to calm down.
曲直穴就是刚刚
So
讲
曲直
的地方，
point is the band where the band is, and it can also help to clear fever. It's a very important point for clearing fever. It can also strengthen your immune system.
有科学家曾经做过实验，
So
当
there's some research done by the scientists. If you press 合谷 point, the
血球
lymphocyte in your blood circulation will actually go up to your mucosa in the nasal cavity. So that actually strengthen your immune system. For example, if you want to take a MRT later on, or you are going to the crowded place and you are worried that you may be infected. So 曲直 point it should be the point that you rub, so it can actually increase the number of lymphocytes in your nose nasal cavity. Use magnolia
按摩这里，
and you press here 合谷 point also can. And yin xiang, I think we all know it's very effective.
病的药穴，
So it's for nasal disease. And if you have a nasal congestion, nose block, use your 2 hands,
往上
just go upward
往眼睛的方向，
towards the eyes. So rub the points and then move up, push upward. Rub and then push upward. So I think it's very easy.
这个 bonus 再教一个，我没有
So
在这里。
bonus, teach you some bonus, not on the slides.
我很讨厌头发太少。
I really don't like so little hair. Your hairline.
你把一只手指放在
Use one finger, touch your hairline, and so second finger, that point, can actually help you clear nasal congestion. So press hard. So if you don't like someone, for example, I have someone that I really don't like.
英文名字第一个
His
字
English name is A. There's someone I don't like. The last alphabet is N. The first alphabet is A. Alvin. You got it. Where's Alvin? Alvin Young, where are you? You see, I caught him. You see, he didn't pay attention. So now I want to attack him. So I must find him no matter where he is. So when you see him, can you please smack his backside, his buttock, say that I'm gonna dismiss him. I'm sorry, this is just joking. So here, you can rub, and if you don't like this person, you want to take revenge, you just do this. You just do this, okay? Scrape backward. So just scrape a few times, and then your nasal congestion should clear. What essential oil? Use magnolia. Yes, that's the right answer. Danzhong point, I have taught you just now.
Danzhong point is actually very good for the heart and lung. You can expand your heart and your lung. It's actually a very important point on the pericardium. It's called the pericardium.
它就在心脏外面的一层膜。
It's actually a membrane around the heart in TCM.
有一条独立的经络，
There's an independent meridian.
代表了心脏本身。
Actually represent the heart itself. The important part is all the qi, all the energy actually starts from here, is gathered around here. When Professor Chai, there's this lower belly area, dantian. The dantian, what does it mean? That's where the qi are actually located, where gathered.
心中间
One is between your eyebrow, between your eyebrow.
就是你的膻中穴。
The second one is the Danzhong point.
肚脐下4根指头。
And the third one is 4 fingers below your belly button. There is the Guanyuan point.
1
There's 3 Danyuan. One on the between your eyebrow on the Danzhong, and then 4 fingers below your belly button.
我会建议
Especially this Danzhong point, especially those are very stressful.
或者
Please massage this Danzhong point.
一把，我帮你
You
自己
can help your friend, help yourself.
你按一下。现在我请各位稍微按一
Please
下，
press your own Danzhong point between your nipple.
大概会碰到一个
You
中
will
间
find a point that's very sore, painful. It's between 2 nipple.
在这个位置，
This
你稍微
point,
往上按一下，会不会有痛点？
so you massage upwards. You find that it's a bit painful. It's not painful, then congratulations.
就代表越久远前的压力。
So if you have pain on the upper part, that means the stress is there for a long time.
2根指头就是膻中
Say
上面
Danzhong above 2 fingers,
5到10年前的。
about 5 to
如果
10
在
years
2根
ago of stress.
指头还有压力，那你就知道是10年前的压力。
So another 2 fingers above is about 10 years ago, the stress that accumulated around in your body. I complained to my wife. I touched my Danzhong point.
20年前开始有压力，
20 years ago, I have this stress already.
为什么是20年前？
Why 20 years ago?
30年前
Oh, touch again. Oh, 30 years ago, I have this stress already.
结婚到今年刚好30年。
Because from marriage until now, it's 30 years already.
我的下场是什么吗？
So what is my ending? My wife will pull my ear, then my hair will get lesser.
膻中穴很重要，
Danzong point is very
你要
important.
让你每一天的气很饱满。
You want to have a lot of qi or energy. This Danzong point is very important. Use magnolia, and also magnolia plus vitamin meridian can massage this point.
有一个重要的东西，
That's an
来
important thing I want to teach you. Yeah, use your index finger.
可以比中指啊。
Yeah,
OK，
you can
但是
point
相反方向这个样子。OK，
啊
然后从中指到你的
okay
手
from
肘窝，
the middle finger.
就是
Yeah,
心包经。
midline that is the pericardium meridian.
我的方向
You can see the direction
是从手腕这里
is from the wrist area. This point called the 大陵, all the way upwards.
往上，你可以自己刮。
Yeah,
请
upwards to the direction of body.
什么精油？
What herbal oil you use? You can use the pen.
忘忧精油当然要加
You
大
can
补铁，
use the pen plus vitamin meridian.
加一点那个金合欢醇心仪或者是藿香都可以。
You can
但
add
是
藿香 or also magnolia
忘了加大补铁，这样子刮，
and a pen.
让你
When you
胸
wash
中
out this way,
的气排
you can remove all the tightness in your heart, chest area.
就是压力很大的时
When you're
候，
very stressful,
水肿的时候，
especially there's water retention, when you cannot sleep well,
很想发脾气的时候
or，you want to throw your temper,
这个时候
this
多刮一下，
please do this guasha and go against the meridian. Yeah, because it's against the direction of the meridian.
轻松一点，压力少一点。
It can help you to reduce the stress, help you to relax.
退烧的方法
Another method I will teach you to reduce fever
是你的 tap water 自来
is tap water.
就是自来那个什么白开水，对不起，
Let's use tap water.
直接用自来水，
Just use tap water. Take the tap water and go upwards. Yeah, and massage upwards.
往上
Must do this quickly.
往上推，用
Go
自来水
upwards. Just use water
从手腕
from the wrist area all the way to the elbow area
正中间推上去，
in the midline.
速的推，
Must do this very quick.
干掉，再沾水，
Once it dry up, please apply water again and do it
涂几下，200下
at least 200 times.
，100 times，
At least 200 times.
涂完以后，
And after this,
金合欢醇心仪，
then you apply Phenoso Magnolia.
刮完一定要再涂。
Okay, so after you guasha, you must put Phenoso Magnolia. This is very good for fever among the kids, also good for yourself. Okay, let me give you a test.
我考下试。
Okay, I have an exam.
退烧的方法。
There is 3 methods to reduce fever. First one, 大椎.
屈指
The second point is 曲池. The third one is to go against the pericardium meridian.
OK， 万一弄错方向，其实也没有太
If
大
it's go the wrong direction, how is it okay? No problem.
如果要轻的时候，
But when you want to clear fever, when you clear heat in the body,
舒服一点，
you want to remove stress, then you go against the meridian.
这样子，记得，好不好？
Okay, please remember,
通常逆推不会有问题的，
when you go against the meridian
没关系
or go
会比较好。
along the meridian, there is no problem.
OK， 那胃经刚刚已经教过了，
Just now we teach about the stomach meridian.
好，往下，
Stomach meridian run on the outer side of your leg downwards.
丰隆穴
The 丰隆穴 is very good for removing phlegm. There's a very important point on this stomach meridian called 足三里.
位置，好，我就不多说了。我想各位 leader 都很清
I
楚，
believe all the leaders are very clear.
快点讲。
Okay, I shall explain.
虚的要穴，
This is a very good point to nourish the body.
假设啦，每天在家里看
Yeah,
电
yeah, at
视，
home.
没事干
Yeah, watch
做
TV.
什么？
What do? You just hammer the 足三里.
你的膝盖下方这里，
Okay, about your kneecap, there's actually 4 fingers below the elephant eye. So just hammer around
OK，
this area.
就这样敲，
Just hammer.
这样的方，那你要涂什么精油？
So what oil to apply this is to use 藿香.
加一点非凡或天葵。
You can actually add masculine or angelica. Just hammer downwards.
各位可以看到，我这里有
You can see my leg. That's actually a scar.
差不多刚好就是那个竹山里的位置。
It's about the location of Dusanli.
我上次骑脚踏车不小心
When I ride the bicycle, I actually had a fall.
身上有点伤疤，才叫男人。
For men, you must have some scar, then you'll be man.
来，往这，所以你就往这
So
敲。
just hammer around this area downwards. Just go downwards. You can hammer.
其实这个穴位它是非
And
常重要的。
this acupressure point is very important. You can massage. You can use your knuckle, just massage.
强壮穴，
Jusan is actually a point to strengthen your body.
这个到98、108。
Professor say when I live until 98 years old, 108. This point, Jusani must hammer more.
脚比较容易酸软无力。
You always have no strength or lower limbs. Yeah, take the hair dryer and blow this area.
如果真的脚容易酸，
Yeah, tired. The leg very tired, get sore very easily.
这个地方各位知道叫什么穴吗？涌
At
泉。
this point, the Yongquan at the lowest point of body on the sole of the foot.
拿来吹，
Take the hair dryer, blow it, and then apply masculine.
对，涂上非凡或
And then you apply, after you blow with the hair dryer, you apply
这
masculine
样子，你会帮助你的脚比较有力。OK，
and strengthen your lower limbs so that you have more strength.
接下来往下，
And let's go down.
丰隆刚刚教过了，好，
We teach about 丰隆.
不用了，来。
Okay, so we'll skip 线骨.
今天的另外一个非常重要的
Another very important point today.
要记得，如果你不幸得的 COVID，
If you got COVID,
有一个很糟糕的现象，就是会
COVID had a very bad syndrome.
呼吸的气体交换怎么样？
The exchange of oxygen is very, very bad.
如果你不增加身体的供氧，
If you cannot supply oxygen to your body,
抗力是不够的。
then your immune system is very weak. Then you will have long COVID syndrome.
幸得了 long COVID，
Or you have long COVID.
肺是有受伤的，
Some the lung is being actually damaged. So what do you do?
很容易。
It's very easy.
我现在坐着，侧面给你看，
At the side, I'll sit at the side so that you can see.
放松，肩膀
Just relax. Yeah, just relax your shoulder.
嘟起来，
Just close your mouth. Like that.
嘴巴不用嘟。
When you breathe in, just relax.
如果我现在数呼吸，吸气3秒，
Breathe in 3 seconds.
气要6秒。
You must double the breathing out. Inhale 3 seconds. Then when you exhale 6 seconds. Inhale 3 seconds and then exhale 6 seconds.
我吸4秒就呼8秒，吸3
If you inhale 4 seconds, then you exhale 8 seconds.
没问题。反正吸
Okay, so always double
一定要
yeah,
嘟起来
when you exhale. Okay, blow when you exhale.
你的呼气要慢一点，长一点。你要
Your
从
exhale should be slow and longer.
呼吸的时候，像我现在这样讲话，你正常没有这样做的时候，
So when you don't do this,
气量大概只有1/3。
so the exchange of oxygen is only one third of the
这样子做，你大概有70
the carbon dioxide is being actually expelled. But once you do this, you can actually expel all the bad air. You can actually have more oxygen into your body.
你能够这样子做，
If you can do this,
各位可以考验一下你现在你自己。
you can test yourself 1 minute. How many times do you breathe in?
讲简单了，我待会再告诉你最后的最好的比例是多少。
What is the best ratio? Let's test 1 minute of breathing. Let's start. Okay, then you try. Yeah, prepare to inhale.
结束。
Okay, let's end this.
3次，再加
3 times. Inhale, exhale.
也就是我1分钟，我刚刚那样
1 minute.
呼吸3次而已。
I breathe in 3 times.
我做过的一个实验，
I did the experiment. I want to share with all of you.
分钟在6次，就是6次的吸气。
You can breathe in and out 6 times.
可以开始活化。
You can actually activate your parasympathetic nerves.
你能够长寿。
You can actually have longevity. You can relax.
OK， 你的内脏可以好好的恢复健康。
Your internal organs can actually restore and heal.
分钟在6
So 1 minute,
呼，就是6
you can breathe in, inhale 6 times, and exhale 6 times. We've set the method I taught you. When you learn about this breathing method, there's 2 benefits. The first one,
你可以使呼吸道保持一定的压力。
so there's some pressure on your respiratory system.
你这样子的肺
So your diaphragm will not collapse.
不会瘪掉。
You will actually expand.
更多的氧气，
You can breathe in more oxygen.
更好的脏空气排掉。
You can actually expel all the bad air out from your body.
OK， 那这个时候你会得到更多的
Strengthen your lung as well.
一件事情好
The first thing, the first benefit. The second
当
benefit,
你的呼吸1分钟在6次以下，
when your breathing is less than 6 times in 1 minute, you can actually activate the parasympathetic nerves.
副交感神经
When you are able
这
to
样就等于被
activate these sympathetic nerves, it will actually help you to relax, to massage
神经
your organs.
交感神经是让你 fight， 让你打架。
Sympathetic nerves is to fight or flight.
交感神经是
Parasympathetic nerves is to help you relax
拉睡。
so that you can sleep, you can pull, you can rest, you can live a normal life.
所有的呼吸方法
All the breathing
降低你的
method
次数，
is actually to reduce the number time of breathing.
这么有效的放松。所以如果
Then it can help you to relax effectively. If you are a person who cannot relax properly, you can learn to do this breathing. When you have more oxygen intake, you can breathe, you can think properly. When you're aging, yeah, because in the body is because there's a lot of actually these aging factors,
而它的燃料其中之一就是氧气。
and we need oxygen.
你的
You
立腺体发电
you do not have actually enough of this power bank. You cannot actually activate. You cannot have enough oxygen in your body.
好，那这个已经知道了。那今天最后一个
Okay.
部分
Okay, the last part of my sharing,
控制的不错。好，来，长新冠 （Long COVID）。
long COVID.
我想这个大概是目前我们最重
And
要
I
的
believe this is a very important issue now.
这个议题。刚刚
This
蔡老师就有讲，
long COVID,
那甚至
Professor Chun actually mentioned,
会咳嗽、痰
somebody cough,
胸闷
you cannot cough up the phlegm,
注意记忆
tight chest,
理解力会下降。
your memory reduce, or we call it brain fog.
OK， 好像脑袋里面罩了一层雾，
There's a layer of fog in your brain.
这个不能正常运作。那科学
And
家
your brain cannot function properly.
原因，长新冠原因可能是
Why is it long COVID?
微血管的堵塞，
Because this virus,
没有恢复正常。
the immune system is not back to normal.
其实
It actually attacks
是我
the
前面
body.
提到的
And this is what I emphasize, inflammation.
免疫系统还是处在紧张状态。
The immune system is under stress.
慢慢的呼吸，会
Your
让
slow
恢
breathing,
复正常。
you can actually help to strengthen your immune system.
完全被清除，你就容易 Long COVID。
The virus is not fully expelled from body. That's why cause long COVID.
这个就是病毒入侵跟免疫的反应，就是
So virus attack into your body.
长期的发炎状态。
So it's a long-term chronic fatigue, inflammation,
所有的器
the
官
lung, the brain,
被伤害了。
and it's being affected. There's damage
你要
in TCM because
来治疗。
you actually look at the symptoms.
我归纳出4条
There's 4
经
important meridian,
心
the heart meridian, spleen, and the lung, and your kidney meridian.
4条经络一定要调节一下。
So we must actually strengthen the heart, the spleen, the lung, and kidney meridian.
排出去的毒素跟水
All those toxins that cannot be expelled
，OK，
or excess fluid in the body or water in the body,
做痰或
It's called tan or phlegm, or there's stagnant. So when stagnant qi or blood, then you have purple tongue, yeah, dark color. So for long COVID patient, so the tongue color is very red, or there's purplish, or there's a layer of this tongue fur, white color. There's inflammation. I keep emphasizing. And I'm very thankful, many years ago, we invented this TCM herbal essential oil. And very long ago, when I designed the TCM herbal oil, we actually put in a lot of anti-inflammation properties ingredient. When I explain the formula, and all this TCM herbal essential oil is very good. It can actually clear the inflammation factors. We also inventing new. We upgrade from magnolia to phenoso magnolia. We keep on upgrading the TCM herbal oil. So long COVID, the lung, yeah, have to actually, it's very heaty. The spring is very cold. Omicron, basically inflammation. So like to encourage all of you, you have COVID, very important. Don't take barbecue food, not too spicy food. Okay, just a small amount. Sleep early so that you not have actually deficiency in your Ying energy. You must clear heatiness in TCM. It's actually basically reduce inflammation, reduce fever, 大椎, 祛湿, and also massage against the pericardial meridian. To replenish qi or energy, vital meridian is very good. And of course, with phenoso magnolia, you can put hinoki. Yeah, this is very good as well. If it's dry cough, you can use magnolia, forsythia, and huoxiang. Long COVID, phenoso magnolia, forsythia, and huoxiang. These three main herbal oil. A few important points. 合谷, especially for long COVID patient. Both on your arm, your palm, yeah. 合谷 point.
Okay, very good. 好，那再来曲池穴，还记得吗？
And 曲池 point near the elbow area. This can remove fever as well. 曲池 point is very good to regulate our immune system. 迎香 point. This especially for running nose or blocked nose. 足三里 can hammer the 足三里. That's this point. 可香 and that's 内关, and that's to stop vomiting. 3 fingers above your wrist. That's 外关. It's opposite of 内关. On the side, 3 fingers, yeah, on the outer side of the arm.
好，这个穴位
This acupressure point, especially for virus attack. Yeah, and it's all this virus attack. It can actually expel this virus out of your body. 内关 and 外关, they are opposite direction. 外关 can expel a virus. For body ache, it's also very good. For stroke as well. For headache as well. Can hear heatiness, flu. The carpal tunnel is also very good. Can I borrow your hand?
内关在，对不起，
内关 is inside, 3 fingers below the wrist.
当我要按它的内关穴，我手是不是这样？
So I press on the 内关. This is how I press.
各位看懂？这样子按，这样子刚好。好
Okay, the inner side on the 内关.
，OK，就是这样子。
And then you press on the 外关 together.
好不好？哦，好。外关穴。
外关 acupressure point.
这个是过去我很少跟各位讲到的。
This point I hardly explain to many.
动你内脏所有内脏的气。
It can actually strengthen the qi in your vital organs.
能量很弱的时候，
Your internal organs, the energy is very low or very weak.
补充起来。
You can actually boost up the energy,
尤其是你的抵抗力很不好的时候。
especially if your immune system is very low.
一个穴位，好不好？
This is a very special, unique point.
外关。
外关.
来，最后一件事情。
And the last point,
脑雾
how do you
brain fog
clear brain fog? When you have brain fog, what do you do?
思考能力变慢。
Forgetfulness, yeah, you cannot focus.
想法模糊。
Yeah, blur,
甚至
cannot focus.
反而
You have insomnia.
不讲话了。他大
Some
脑
cannot
是
um talk properly. Yeah, the speech get affected
是 COVID-19 伤害了脑神经细胞。
because the COVID virus attack the brain cells.
中医而言，
Towards TCM,
他不去管是阿兹海默，
we don't care whether it's Alzheimer or Parkinson
注意力不集中，
or
小朋友
focus
动症
or even children ADHD or autism.
中医认为
In TCM,
是解除症状。我们把
we want to remove the symptoms. Once you clear the meridian, you'll be okay.
开另外一个话题。
Here, I want to add another point. In Taiwan,
越多的小朋友
there's a lot of young kids have autism,
跟
suffer from autism,
不集中，
and they cannot focus or they have ADHD.
都一样。
I think all over the world is the same.
其实今天蔡老師有提到，
Just now, Professor Chai actually mentioned K21 labiotic can help.
幫助。OK，那我现在要教各位的是
I also want to teach all of you, whether it's brain fog
过动症，
or ADHD, autism,
甚至帕金森氏症、
and even Parkinson disease,
失智症，
Alzheimer,
教的方法
dementia.
都有效。这是
All these methods are good.
都是可以尝试的。哦，你想预防失智
You want to prevent
让你的脑袋更还是可以很快的运
So if you want to have a mental alertness, you can use that. You could do it this way. So 风池 point, it's very good.
哦，发际这两个地方。
So hairline.
请各位更延长一点来做。请你
So let's extend it.
侧面的骨头
Please find the bone at the back,
这样
just like how I do.
我们开始揉好吗？
So let's rub.
从这个地
I
方
want you to start from here
中间
and gently, slowly
骨头
to
的
rub in the middle, along the edge of the bone and your flesh.
Did 各位有没有注意到，我刚刚每个
Did
地
you
方
notice that I would rub at least 5 times
酸最痛
at
的
every spot, and you will find one point that's where the pain or ache is the most intense. So, what essential oil should we use? Just have a guess.
你们这么聪明啊！我以为你们
Oh, so
都没有
clever.
上面了
I actually have written the answer there.
这个方法，
So the method
你
is,
请你要记住一件事
so
情，
please remember one
你
thing.
的头部
Your
颈
your
部
head,
相连，那个关节
where
是
it joined
区
the
域
neck, this
这个
this is
区域
this
就
zone,
导致你
it
的
actually
心
control
跟你大脑
your
的连通
body, the connection between your body and
大
your
脑的营养是给
brain. So where does the brain's nutrient come from?
你的躯干
It's from your trunk, from your body.
我们的专业名词就叫 torso
So this is torso or your trunk. So the nutrients, for the nutrients to go up to your brain, it has to go through your neck. And if your neck is always stiff, I can guarantee that you do not have good quality of sleep. You have high stress because your blood circulation and your blood supply to your brain is not sufficient. So if the nutrient cannot go up and the toxin cannot come down, the most simple way of doing and the most so-called simple method or immediate method is what I taught you. And if you rub and you feel that your hand is aching, what do? You use this gua sha board and you just scrape this way, just a short distance scraping from above the bone down to the flesh. Just do it one round. Just do it one round. The method that I did, you know, after I've done this, I can feel that my chi and my energy just move up. So this is actually very simple, but it's very useful. It is very important. So if you have children who are going for exam, let's say next week they have exams and you are afraid that they're not alert, their CPU in the brain is not moving fast enough. So now Professor Chai talk about probiotic 2.0. And for our brain, we need 2.0. So we have to move 2 times faster. So just use this simple method. You don't have to use a lot of strength. So if for children, they may not be used to the strength of scraping. But if you actually keep doing, they will be very happy because you are parents, you are mother, you are father. This is actually an expression of love. You scrape for them gently and let them, so they can accept the strength that you apply. So when you scrape, they will feel very comfortable. So for elderly people, you can do the same thing, and that will improve the nutrients for the brain. And now these few points, very simple and it's very useful. 四神聪 in Chinese, this 四 means 4. So I would like to ask you, 1, 2, 3, 4. How about this? What is this?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
This is wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful.
对不起，现场的华人。
For a Chinese on site, I think the joke is not so funny. This is 1. This is 2. What is this? This is 二裂, means 2 is broken. This is 邪恶 evil. It's a slanted 2. So do you know why I don't have my hair? I lost my hair. That's because of that, because I keep thinking all this, you know. So back to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. In TCM, these are your spirit, your mental, your state, your brain power. It's all here. So 聪 means smart. What is this? 4 acupressure points that actually give you wisdom and mental alertness. So it will actually increase 4 acupressure points that can actually improve and enhance your wisdom and your intelligence and your mental condition. So where is the center point is the 百会 point. 百会, how do you locate 百会? So just fold your ears. So when you fold your ears, this point, you just go up, and that's on top of your head. So this point is 百会 point. So that's very simple, right? So at the side, 2 finger distance from the midpoint, the front and the back and the left and the right, So it's not easy to find, right? It doesn't matter. Just 4 fingers distance, 4 fingers area. So use your finger this way. All right. Just hit very gently. Just bounce against your head. So just do that every day. It's like bouncing a ball. Yeah, this can actually help you. This is very important. Okay. My recommendation is that you can do it anytime before sleep. Before sleep, don't do it before you sleep because you'll be so alert and you will have to count the sheep, 1, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, so on. So pay attention. You must remember. 百会 point, it's 4-finger area and you just hit gently. So this is a very good way to help you to push the qi up to your head, right? So if you've done this rubbing and then you hit, do you feel that you are mentally more alert and your eyes are probably brighter, so you don't feel so sleepy? My students, they are either maybe they are doctors or pharmacists or radiologists. So there was once we had a virtual lesson. So one of them, because COVID-19, everyone is taking lesson at home. So one day a student tell me, he say, teacher, yesterday something happened at home. So I was attending your lesson. Halfway, I realized my mom sitting at the side. So I asked her, your mom also learning medicine? He said, no, she's just homemaker. He actually learned gardening in the past. Does she understand pharmacology? She said after 10 minutes, she was very happy. And when you finish, he came back and say, tell me, I actually recorded your teacher's voice. So I asked why your mother wants to record my voice. Does he want to know pharmacology? He said, no, teacher, your voice is very, you have a very strong bass. It can actually help her to sleep. I don't know whether I should laugh or I should cry. So I have to tell you some story, you know, right? So I hope you're not falling asleep. So yin tang, between 2 eyebrows in the middle, this is actually your upper dantian, the position of your upper dantian. So in the Western medicine or the Indian medicine, this is actually what we call the third eye. This is your third eye, your intuition. So it is actually very important. So if you can't sleep well, you don't have good sleep, you just use the pen and apply it here and just press and just push upward, push slowly and push all the way up. Remember, this can help you. Yin Tang can help you. Shen Ting point is actually at the midpoint of your hairline. So just one drop of the pen and just rub gently. So this will help.
那个刚刚教的 long COVID 有没有问题？
What I've taught you about long COVID, do you have any questions? Okay, good. So now we are coming to the end. Kaxiang, I have completed my mission, not too slow. Let me ask you a question. We're not just talking about iPhone, but all kinds of iPhone. So let's say if your mobile phone is spoiled, are you able to repair it? Not necessarily. It depends on the condition. Are you able to change the spare part? Or maybe you can change the battery. If I give you a free mobile phone, what do you expect? Of course, it's not given by me, but let's say if someone want to give you a free mobile phone, what do you expect? what kind of mobile phone case, what kind of a software, what kind of power you expect, what kind of circuit you expect, or you don't expect it to break down, right? That's not possible, but this is what you hope. So if your mobile phone is your body, what represent your case, your phone case? That's your skin, right? External skin can be seen. What is internal skin? That's what Professor Chai mentioned. Our mucosa, our eyes, our nose, our intestine have mucosa. So I want to ask you a question. All this internal and interior and exterior skin, which are the meridians that actually manage lung meridian and large intestine meridian control, and what are the essential oil to use? Use magnolia, remember. How about software? What's the software, the app of the mobile phone? That's your brain. That's your brain, your spinal cord, and all your nerves. But today, Professor Chai mentioned at the beginning, I really agree. Resilience, that's very important. When you're facing stress, you will not collapse. Some people will collapse when they faced with stress. And how about power? What is power? Vital force. Vital force. What is that? That's our vital meridian. It can provide the vital force. So vital force is actually in TCM, it's actually determined by the kidney energy and also our stomach, whether our chi in stomach and kidney are strong. So COVID, lung, heart, kidney, and spleen are having some problem. That's when we have COVID. And your mobile phone case, that's your skin, your lung and large intestine meridian, and also our nerve, that's our software. It's actually more oriented towards kidney, so we use masculine, angelical, ardent, and our vital force is our energy, that's our stomach and spleen, and our stomach kidney, and circuit, the circuit, that's our blood vessel. So in our body, we have a blood vessel and our nerves that actually comprise of the circuit in this mobile phone. So for blood vessel, we have heart and pericardium. And of course, in your body, if when we talk about other things, you want to restore, you want to detox, you want to provide nutrient. So detox is you have those detox software that is our liver, our heart, and so on. So your case is your skin, your cell membrane, and your software is the app, is your endocrine from your brain, and the vital energy. That's and also your nervous, your neural, and your blood vessel and meridian. So in Avita products, Avita's products able to help in all these various aspects. How about saliva? Collagen. How about Life Biotic and Chinese herbal essential oil? Where should we place them? And NGF, where do we place them? Have you filled up? Saliva. All your cellular membrane need saliva. NGF, your phone has got some software and collagen and live to give you continuous vital energy and the herbal essential oil. Ensure that your circuit do not experience a short circuit, and this will actually, so regardless of what products you use, if you understand meridian and acupressure point, you will make all these products to be more effective, because your mobile phone has to work in a holistic manner. So if your mobile phone case is spoiled, once you drop it into the water, it will be spoiled. So if you have a very good power, but your circuit is this short circuit, it doesn't work. So I want to help all of you to understand your body again and to know all these Avita products. So we want to have a better life. So how do we do it? So I think so I hope that all this perspective will help, will be helpful to you. So that's my sharing. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Once again, we want to thank Professor Lin to give us new information and also help us consolidate all the information. So online, we have a lot of friends. Shall we greet our friends online? So we hope that in next time we will have local friends, and our overseas friends are able to meet on site. And because when you meet on site, it's really very different. So we hope that overseas friends are able to, regardless of which country you're from, sometimes we'll go to Japan or Taiwan for a lesson. We'll meet Professor Lin and Professor Tai. So our lessons have come to an end. So we want to thank all of you for attending. And tomorrow and the next day, we have Soaring Eagle course. And it is to train our leaders. So we have been saying that Avita is not just a platform to provide you good products, and more importantly is to train leaders. And through our sharing and our examples, we are able to touch more people's life. So if you think that this business, if you want to participate in our Soaring Eagle course, you're welcome to join us. So we want to remind you that Miss Lee have actually give us a special promotion, 4+1 free. So you still have 10 minutes. So we want to thank Professor Lin, give us 10 minutes to place your order. So that's the end. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.